Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video we are going to be doing my updated highlighting and contouring routine, and I asked you guys in a few videos back if you guys wanted to see like an updated one because I've been like contouring my nose differently and I've been using a lot more cream products lately, but even though I do set them, I've been using cream products a lot lately. I do alternate between a few, so I'm going to show you those in a bit. I'm in my Sesame Street t-shirt because I went to Sesame Place about 2 weeks ago. Let me just take a minute. How freaking funny is this shirt? I didn't feel like changing out of this because it's so comfy. I just filmed this makeup look, by the way, so this makeup look should actually, this eye look should actually be on my channel before this video. So if it is, I will leave it here somewhere in a card and linked down below, but it's how to blend shadows like a pro makeup look. If you guys want to learn my tips and tricks for everything, then let's just go ahead and get started. So we're just going to go ahead and prime our face. I already applied my skincare products and everything, which is all these goodies. So if you guys want to check out like my updated skincare routine, like cleansing and everything, go ahead and click my Instagram link down below because I actually have a little Instagram toot on there. So for primers, I'm going to go ahead and use my Too Faced Hangover RX primer and my Makeup Forever Step 1 base smoothing primer. So I'm going to apply my Too Faced one all over my face, because I do have dry skin. So if you have oily skin, please use whatever you use. Just make sure that you're priming. Primer makes such a huge difference, and since my skin is already prepped, I did prep my skin before I filmed my eye makeup look, so my skincare has had its time to sink in for a little bit. And then I'm just going to go ahead and grab my Makeup Forever Step 1. This is my base smoothing primer, and I just take like a little dot size. I rub it in between my fingers, get it nice and warm, and then I like pushing it in this area right here. Is it gonna rain and thunder right now, like as I'm filming? Because that would really suck. I'm gonna go over like my porous areas here. I bring the excess on my fingers up underneath my eyes, and then of course Smashbox primer water. Gotta lock it all in. For today's video, I'm going to go ahead and mix these two. This is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick and my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. The Luminous Silk is in shade number 4. My HD Stick is in Y245, which translates to 120. So I'm just going to go ahead and take my stick, which is actually brand new because I have no idea where my old one went. My old one was not even my shade anyways. So I'm just going to go ahead and do a lot, actually, because I'm high maintenance like that. If you prefer to cream contour with a darker foundation, by all means go ahead and do it. This is just the way I do it. I've actually never personally cream contoured with a darker foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and blend out the stick with this e.l.f. brush. This is the 104 brush. It looks like this. I really like blending out this stick foundation with this brush just because it's really dense, but it's tiny too. So I just like to push it into the skin with this. And then I do like short circular motions. I think my skin is just really off in the summer because like the girl in Sephora matched this color to my neck, but then just look at my forehead. Like, it's insane. That's why I cream contour. Then I'm just going to go ahead and pump 2 pumps of the Giorgio Armani foundation on the back of my Japanesque sponge. And I'm just going to put this in some certain areas where I want some more glow. This is going to help blend that foundation that we put in first, the Makeup Forever one, into the skin. And then this is also just going to add a little bit more luminosity. I just got foundation in my hair. It changed a lot of my skincare, so if you guys want an updated skincare routine, let me know. Anyways, we're going to move on to concealer. I'm just going to go ahead and use my Tarte Shape Tape. So for highlighting, this is kind of where I start my process. So I take some underneath my eyes. I kind of go like a mid-nose, and I put it down the side of my nose. And I don't bring up the concealer all the way up here. When I blend it out, I'm going to blend the product up. And then what I'll do is just kind of like sharpen out any shadow if needed. I go around my nose. Make sure you go down the side of the nose, because this is going to really help slim out your nose. Whoops, that wasn't supposed to go there. Just put it in the center. Whatever is left on my Shape Tape applicator, I do a stripe down my nose. Okay, and that is the last part of the concealer that we're going to blend out. I want the center of my nose to kind of dry a little bit, and that's going to really help me kind of shape the nose contour that I want. So I'll blend out my chin first, I'll blend out my under eye, right here on the cupid's bow. So I'm blending this out, and when I blend it out, I'm bringing that product up towards the lower lash line, like the under eye area. And then I'm going to turn the Beauty Blender on its side so we can get this sharp edge. And then we're going to lightly tap the nose. Lightly tap it just so we can get rid of those like harsh lines. That's it. That's it, not touching it anymore. So now we're going to go ahead and cream contour. So I've been using a few different things lately. I'll either go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in the shade Cool Tan. Okay. I really like using these. When I use these, I put some on the back of my hand and I warm it up with my fingers, and then I apply with my fingers. I'm not going to use this today. And then I'll kind of go in with Tarte Shape Tape. This is a very warm shade. This is in the shade Deep. And then I'll go in with this Maybelline Master Contour. It's like one of those duos. I legit only use the contour side. Okay, so yeah, I only pretty much use the contour side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this contour stick. And if you don't know where to contour, you can either make a fishy face. And whatever gets sucked in, that's where you want to contour. But I want to contour where my cheeks kind of pop out. So what I like doing is I like finding my cheekbone. So my cheekbone's right here. And I like going right under it, but like still on the cheekbone. So what I'll do is I'll move my hair back. And I'll bring it right there. Like I kind of apply it on my cheekbone. And then I apply just a little bit right here underneath the chin. Back here on the jawline. Just to soften it. And then I'll take a clean blending brush, and then I'll just pick some of this up. And what I like to do is, since I let that concealer set before we blended it out, it's going to give me that line. I'm going to put that right there. What I do with the tip of the nose, take a little bit more product, and I fill this in, giving it more shadow. I fill underneath here. And then I also take the excess on my brush and just kind of give me a little button nose. This is going to really help like pick up my brush. Then what I'm going to do with my Tarte Shape Tape, this is high maintenance, I know, but since I am super pale up here, I like the Tarte Shape Tape and putting this right over here. So my camera just died. Not died, but it overheated. So I blended out the left side so you guys can see what it looks like. All blended. That's what it looks like blended. It looks really, really good. It blends really easily. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend Shape Tape out first. And then I just kind of like pinch the butt of this Beauty Blender. And I make sure I'm blending it upwards. And then you could just go back in with a little bit of your regular Shape Tape, just like the tiniest bit. And just clean up under here. Sometimes I have to clean up under there, which is fine. I feel like you guys are probably watching this and you're like, holy shit, like why is she putting so much makeup on herself? So now when we get to the nose area, I don't blend it out with the sponge. What I do is I blend it out with this Morphe brush, the one that I cleaned the inner corners with. And I just kind of do short circular motions with it, just like buffing it out. You can blend it down if you want, on the side, blend it up. And there you go. My nose looks like it's like sitting up. And then you can just go back in with the tip of that sponge with like the excess concealer on it and just throw it under there. And now we're going to set everything. So I'm going to blend out my concealer, blend out those edges. I would usually use my RCMA No Color Powder, but I don't have any left, so let's not talk about it. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Wet n Wild this side. I'm going to go in with the Morphe E48 brush. Really pat this on. I like to blend it out one more time. And then I'm just going to take that hair off the brush. Before setting it would be your like window to apply any cream highlighter you want, but I don't really apply cream highlighter. I'm just gonna put this everywhere I put my concealer. So now we're going to go ahead and set pretty much the contour and everything. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go ahead and grab my NYX contour kit. And I like mixing these two shades together. I'm going to take these two shades and we're going to contour just a wee bit. Just the tiniest bit. So we're going to go right here. And that's it. And this is a Real Techniques contour brush. Right there. Push it in. Gorgeous. Now I'm going to go in with this brush. This is from the Morphe Rose Gold collection. It comes in like a collection of a few brushes. And I'm going to go ahead and take my bronzer. This is the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion. And this is pretty buildable, which I like because we already did cream contour. And I'm just using this to kind of like set it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take that bronzer on this brush. And I just kind of lightly press over where we put it. And then I just kind of like dust the rest just on the tip of my nose. I'm not touching that. And then I'm just going to take my dual fiber brush and lightly push and lightly swipe at the same time, just so product doesn't get picked up. But if you look at the back of your sibling brush, then you'll see that that's an excess product. So for highlighting now, I'm just going to go ahead and grab my Artist Couture powder. This is in the shade Illuminati. And then you can kind of get a feel where you're going to apply it right on the tops of your cheekbones. What I like doing is I like going like this. And then applying it to the apples of my cheekbones. Just very little bit. If you have texture, this is definitely going to emphasize your texture. I'm just throwing that out there. So, look, I'm going to take just a little bit of this. This is the LA Girl Just Blushing Blush in the shade Just Natural. This is hella pigmented, so you just need a little bit. Tap off the excess. Do that little weird face again. Just to the apples of your cheeks so you have some color. With your dual fiber brush, lightly dust that over. If you feel like your highlight looks a little bit too like powdery, go back in with your beauty blender. Damp sponge, whatever you're using, and just go over it. And then your last job to do is set everything. So I like setting everything with my Pixie Hydrating Milky Mist. This is a new bottle, and I love the mister on this. So I just kind of close and spray. It's a very fine mist, but I like dousing myself in it. So okay, guys, so this is the finished highlighting and contouring routine. I can zoom you guys in if you guys want to see. I feel like, even though it looked like I had a lot of products on, I feel like it just looks most natural. On me, personally, that's just how I feel. I feel like maybe on camera it might look a little bit more harsh. Other than that, I just feel like it looks really natural. Yeah, if you don't think it's natural, it's fine. I don't care. Whatever. To me, it's natural. It's not like, even though I did apply a ton of product on my face, I feel like whatever. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, please, please, please. Thank you. Please give it a big thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, please subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.